Hi everyone, it's Jamie here, and I'm back with another video finally. Yay! I know it's been a while since I've done one, and I do apologize for that. There's several reasons why I haven't been around very much lately. I'm not going to go into all those now because I have an exciting announcement to make. So I know it's last minute and there's not going to be a lot of prep for this, but I have created a sort of a challenge of sorts to do here this coming up weekend. For me, I'm going to be starting this for me on Friday the 26th, going through Sunday the 20th. I am doing what I'm calling a 48-hour Otaku-thon challenge. Now what that is meaning is primarily reading manga and watching anime over a 48-hour period as much as I can. This is not going to be something hardcore. I am not trying to do like a full 48 hours. I will be sleeping. I will have a life during this 48 hours. And I want to invite anyone else to join me. To make it very open to everybody, it's not just going to be only anime or manga. I want it to be very inclusive, primarily to the Japanese culture for otaku, but any Asian culture really. So if you aren't a big anime or manga fan, or you want to include some manhwas, that's fine. If you want to include any like live action movies or Korean dramas or maybe a Taiwanese film or a Japanese horror movie, all of that is welcome. Any Asian literature if you want to read that. Even just what your food that you're eating is going to be a part of this, included. I encourage you to do as much as you want to or as little, but just have some fun that weekend and come join. I hope to see you there. I will be starting this on, like I said, Friday the 26th at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is my time, but so it's midnight Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. But you can join this at any time you want, and I just had it for approximately, for 48 hours. It's not an exact rule. It's not an exact, nothing for sure. But that is when I'll be primarily on social media. I'll be using Twitter and Instagram for just random updates and chat during the challenge itself. And then I'll do a wrap up here as well when I am done. So you can join me on either of those two social media platforms to talk to me. There I have a hashtag down below for 48-hour otaku for that weekend to utilize to just chat, share pictures of what you're doing. And I do have some challenges to go along with that, but I'll go into this in a second. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. If you wish to join on your time schedule. If you want to join, if you work or go to school on Friday and as soon as you get home, you want to declare it's your weekend and get started, feel free. If you want to start Saturday morning after you get up, feel free for that too. There's no pressures. If you have work, school, life, kids during the weekend, whatever you have happening, and you can only join for an hour or two, that still definitely counts. It's as much as you can do. To join, I have two main challenges along with some other optionals. One is leave a link down below if you're going to join. If you made an announcement on a blog, on another video, on social media, leave a link, let me know. And if you're chatting with us that weekend, be sure to use the hashtag. Again, those are the two platforms I'll be on just periodically to discuss, maybe throw some questions out there and some pictures and whatnot. And I encourage you to use it as well. Feel free to go for any kind of Japanese or any Asian food. My husband's not a big Japanese fan for food, so we might be going just like Chinese food for dinner one night. Even it's just something as simple as maybe a shirt, wear a shirt that you wear that has your favorite animes on it or something. Or maybe if you have a nice kimono even, feel free to pull it out. Even if you're just doing something simple as, eating with chopsticks or something. Feel free just to have some fun with this and just make it your own weekend and really just embracing a lot of what they have to offer. So that's part one that I challenge you to do, obviously. Part two is to read at least one volume of manga and watch one episode of anime. So beyond that, it's open for the weekend. If you can do both, great. So the next challenges are more, these are the light, looser. If you want to, great. If not, that's fine. One is to finish a series or get it up to date. That is any series you want. That can be a manga series. It could be an anime series. But pick a series that you've either already started or that's short you want to do. If you're in the middle of too many long series and you're watching something that has like 100 episodes or 40 plus volumes, you're probably not going to finish the whole thing that weekend unless you're close to the end. So I do have a couple, just briefly, recommendations. If you want to just do something you can start to finish, here's a couple of manga ones. This here, as Manga Daioh, this is only 4 volumes total. They're pretty short. They're not very long. The panels are pretty easy and quick to read, so they're nice and short. That would be a great option. Another one here is Baby Birth. This is only 2 volumes. That's not that hard to knock out 2 volumes. Another one here I have is 3 volumes, and that's Fairy Cube. So if you're looking for something short, there are some short series, as there are plenty of others, but all it has to be is a series, so please no one-shots only. For anime, I have a couple options there as well. I have like 3x3 eyes here. This is like 4.5 hours to do the whole series for that one. If you want something different, this is a little bit longer. It's 12 episodes, so you're looking at 5 to 6 hours. That's Shattered Angels. I believe this one's only about 3 to 4 hours also, and that's Sakura Diaries. Or one that's really short that one of my favorites is Pet Shop of Horrors. It's only 4 episodes for the anime. The manga is longer, but the anime is only 4 episodes. That is less than 2 hours of your time. So there's a couple short series you can easily knock out beginning to end, and there's plenty of others. If you're looking for more, feel free to ask. There's, using the hashtag, or just ask around your friends or family that you know like anime and manga. I'm sure they will be happy to help you out as well. Another one is to revisit a favorite, whether it be an anime or manga. It can be a full-length movie. This can even just be something that's not anime or manga. This, like I said, you can go into a manhwa at this point. You can go into like a light novel. You can go into a movie. You can go into a Korean drama or anything else you want at this point. Pick something that you really love and go re-enjoy it, or at least part of it. Maybe if it's a series, you may not want to watch the whole series. Maybe just an episode or a volume, or even just a couple chapters. But just get back into it and, rediscover why you love this so much, hopefully. The next part is to watch either an animated or anime movie or a live action movie based on an anime. So for that, I do have some possible ideas as well. There are several movies out there. I don't have all of them with me. Some individual movies are things like, one of my favorites is Perfect Blue, or you can go with like Paprika. There are family-friendly ones here that Studio Ghibli does. I love all of them. Here's just a couple. Here's The Secret of Arrietty. That's one of the more recent ones. Or an old one is like The Cat Returns. They're all fabulous. I haven't found one I don't like that they've done. There are several that are based off some popular animes that are, movies that go along with it. Like here I have one of the Inuyasha movies. There's a couple of those. Or I have Slayers the motion picture. There are several. I think Naruto has them. I know Bleach does. Sailor Moon does. There's several movies you can go that have with them. Or there's a Japanese, if you want to do like a Japanese live action movie that's based on an anime. Like here I have Death Note. I believe City Hunter has one, and there's a few others that do as well. So feel free to grab one of those, check those out. That's fully optional as well to do if you don't want to do an animated movie. The next challenge I have is to read something that has been recommended to you, or find a recommendation. So for this, you can go on, like I use Goodreads a lot. They always recommend things. If you like this, you might like this. My Anime List and Anime Planet have them. You can even use the hashtag and look for people saying, hey, tell us what you like and we'll help you find something else. Or maybe even just pick out several that, hey, you've been eyeing and you're going to do a pull base. However you want to interpret that as a recommendation, utilize it. But start something new that was recommended to you. Then for reading. Now you don't have to read a manga. This can be a light novel. This can be a manhwa or whatever you want. But read. This is for reading. The next part is reading something outside of your comfort zone. This I want to leave open to your interpretation. This can be, because I don't know what everyone has in their comfort zone. Some people are very, I like this and not, this, and they have a very small area they like to read in. Others have a very wide variety. So this can be a genre you don't like to read very much, or you rarely read. Maybe it's just, you don't dislike it, but it's not something you choose to gravitate toward. Maybe it's a certain trope within that, like something for me. I don't read a lot of shonen, so I can read shonen. So I have like Bleach behind me that I've been wanting to read that I can hit, or like Berserk here. I haven't really gotten to that either. It's not that I dislike them, they just aren't my go-tos. Another thing is like mecha anime or mangas. I rarely do get into that, so that would be an awesome thing. But pick something that you like or don't like. It can be even something like a publisher that you do or don't do, or maybe you read a lot of manga but you don't read manhwa. This is the perfect time, or vice versa. Or a light novel is outside your comfort zone, or maybe even just Japanese Japanese history and culture, because you don't read about nonfiction or the culture behind it. This might be the chance. Anything that is not something you'd consider in your comfort zone or of normal reading. The next one, now we're going to switch over to some what we're watching, is the same thing, is watching something you've been recommended. For this, again, you can use the hashtag or talk to friends or family or create polls, jump on like Netflix, they have recommendations you can do there. You know, if you like this, you know, you might like one of these based on this. Feel free to hit up on that. Or any other options you have. The next one is to watch outside your comfort zone. Again, same thing as the anime. This, again, is just something you may not normally do. Now for this, you have options like maybe you typically only like to watch animes in English or in your native language, so you don't watch it the original with subtitles. Or maybe you're the opposite. You can't stand the English voiceovers. You can even just do something as simple as switching that over, or just watching something you normally don't do, or for some reason you've been kind of a little hesitant to get into. Again, both of these are your guys' discretions as to what you consider that. I don't want to put any hardcore requirements. Okay, so last one here is to read or watch anime, manga, or anything else, light novels, manhwa, Korean dramas, you know, Asian movies, whatever you want, for at least 12 hours during this 48-hour period that you've created for yourself. If you want to really up your challenge, do 12 hours of reading and 12 hours of watching, but if you can do more than that, that's awesome. But I challenge you to try to go for 12 hours. That is probably the hardest challenge, and the one I expect probably the least to get to, but we'll see, who knows. If you like one or the other, feel free to just do one or the other. There is no pressures at all to this. If all you want to do is watch anime for a full day, that's it, you're done, that's fine. If you just want to read, that's fine too. It is welcome to everyone. It's just something fun I'm going to be doing, and I hope others join me just to have some fun in that area. If one person joins me, great. If two, I'm ecstatic. If we get 10 or 20, that is awesome. I'm still relatively new to the community, so I'm not expecting a huge turnout for this. It's probably gonna be pretty quiet, but who knows? If enough people share this, you know, maybe it'll become bigger and have a lot of fun with this. And that leads to the last thing. This is the absolute requirement everyone has to do no matter what, and that is to have fun. Get in there, have some fun. If you don't else done, you can maybe play some like Japanese video games. They make a ton of them. If that's more your thing, do that. Share that's what you're doing. It's still part of the community in my mind. It's still part of being an otaku. If you don't consider yourself an otaku, still feel free to join this. I'm more of a very casual one, I guess, but I have my moments. And this is my weekend to embrace that. So I hope you join me, or maybe you just want to do something like this yourself in the future, and hope to see you this next weekend. Bye.